Arcadian Vanguard presents the Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Sunday, February 25th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with last night's episode of AEW Collision, broadcast live on TNT from the Great Southern Bank Arena in Springfield, Missouri. In the main event, Bryan Danielson pinned Jun Akiyama in Akiyama's first appearance in AEW since Full Gear 2022. A pull-apart brawl took place after the match when Danielson attacked Akiyama, followed by a save from Eddie Kingston and further run-ins from Claudio Castagnoli and FTR. Earlier in the show, FTR scored a victory over Shane Taylor Promotions. Malachi Black pinned Brian Keith in Black's first singles match in AEW since June of 2022. Following the match, Mark Briscoe appeared and attacked the House of Black, but Malachi Black eventually put him down with a Black Mass and Dante's Inferno. In other results, Powerhouse Hobbs beat Sammy Guevara in the opener in a no disqualification match. Serena Deeb tapped out Lady Frost, and Jay White, Billy Gunn, and Colton Gunn went over the Iron Savages. And in ratings news, last Friday's taped episode of WWE SmackDown drew an audience of 2.16 million viewers to Fox, according to TV series Finale. That's down from the previous week's audience of 2.555 million. The rating in the 18 to 49-year-old demographic was a 0.56, a drop from last week's 0.69 rating. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.